Buddy, it's Kyle. Hey, I want to tell you two things today. The first is a little something interesting happened yesterday. I wake up kind of early, and about 5:30, and I was downstairs doing a little work, putting something together for one of our clients, and I heard some music coming from one of my son Eric's school bags, and it sounded like cell phone music. Well, he doesn't have a cell phone. So I reached into his bag, and sure enough, there's a cell phone. And it kind of, all kinds of things cross through your mind. Does he have sticky fingers? Did he take it from a teacher? I got a little nervous, and it was locked, so I really couldn't open it to see whose it was or anything. But I thought, you know what, I better manage this pretty quickly, because I know Eric, and if Eric has done something wrong, and he knows right from wrong, if he's done something wrong and I call him out on it, he's going to get really angry and go through this cycle, and I need to put him through that cycle early so that I can get him to school on time, or to work is what he calls it now. So he works over at the school helping out over there, and it's fantastic for him. He loves it, and they love him, and he's really good at it, and it's exciting to see. But I thought this could be a problem, right? So I went upstairs and said, hey, Eric, it's time to get up. And he usually mumbles a little bit, but he knows he's going to have to anyway. And he's okay with that. We've worked him into that position. And I said, hey, Eric, I heard some music coming from your bag. And it was a cell phone. And he said, I found it in the grass, and I'm going to take it to school and give it back. And he didn't say it that clearly because he doesn't really speak that clearly, but that's what he told me. And I said, oh, okay. So somebody lost it. He said, yeah, somebody lost it. And I said, what are you going to do again? He said, I'm going to take it to school and give it back. And I said, who are you going to give it to? And he said, his counselor's name, I think. And I said, okay, perfect. That sounds great, right? And he ended up getting up a little early, but anyway, that was okay, because we got to sit at the kitchen table and we read some comic books together. Anytime we have extra time, I like to spend it with him doing something that he loves, because it really connects us. Well, later that day, I had an IEP with Ricky, who also goes to the same school. He's my other son on the spectrum. And I asked around while I was there, and they said, yeah, he had come in and turned it in. And so it was really nice to know, because I was really nervous. All the things that go through your mind when something like that happens. Is my son a thief? Is this a new problem we're going to have to manage? How are we going to do it? But I kind of jumped to some conclusions I didn't have to. But if he was, we'd have figured it out. And we would have figured it out in a way that made our family happy. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, today is at 5 o'clock Mountain Time, we're doing a Facebook Live event called Battling the Stress of Autism. And I really want you to join us on that at 5 o'clock Mountain, because I'm going to talk about the day we decided that the stress was too much and we couldn't take it anymore. And we were on the brink of divorce and disaster as a family when that happened. The stress, and we were living that stress. And the day we decided to make a change, and then all the big giant brick walls that got in our way, and how we were able to break them down, and how you don't have to break them down, because we have. And so I want to share that with you today. It's exciting news. We help families thrive. We help families lower stress in their homes. But until you understand kind of our story, until you can see that we face the same issues that you're probably facing now, and you're wondering how to get around them, well, we've gotten around them, and we want to share that with you so that you have a huge advantage over what we had. We spent years and years and years figuring this stuff out, and you don't have to. And we'll tell you what, again, you're gonna love this, because I'm telling you right now, I've shared with some other families, and they say, yes, that's exactly right. I never thought about it like that, but it's completely different than anything you ever heard. But you're gonna really connect, because so many families don't even know what those brick walls are until they slam up against them. And we want to show you what they are, number one, and number two, how we tore those walls down brick by brick so that you don't have to, and you can just plug in and get the same results we have. So join us for that event, 5 o'clock Mountain Time. I can't wait to talk to you then. Have a great day, work hard, and serve hard, and thrive. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.